SK podcast show. Your host, Princess Kingston. So, um, so I just want to explain, but simply because like somebody asked me, this is a question that came from one of my wonderful followers. How does it feel like to get attacked energetically? Okay, so when you get attacked, we call it spiritually, but it's energetically. They attack your energy. Um, so yeah, I just want to answer that question because like I feel like that's a really good question because um, nobody really asks me that, and like that's something as well that I've always actually wanted to speak on, but yeah. Okay, so honestly, being attacked, it feels like a wind caught you, like a wind blew. Like the kind of wind that blows on you is the kind of one that stays. Okay, it's the wind that blows and then it stays. It hits you. Okay, even after that wind goes, it hits you. You feel like something has hit you. Okay. Um, for example, okay, sending the energy of sickness. Okay, when people send it energetically, that they send the energy of sickness. They want you to be sick. You know, you will feel it in your body. Okay, you will feel like you want to be sick. You'll feel like maybe not necessarily throwing up or nausea, but you'll feel it in your body that you're not like 100%. You'll feel like you'll just feel tired and drained, and sometimes maybe cold, cough, chest infection. You just feel it in your body. Okay, you just feel like heavy, like something is wrong. Okay. Um, yeah. So, and when you start to feel it like that, it's good to check yourself out, obviously medically, and then if you're okay medically, then you start looking into energetic and your energy. Um, so it's not necessary that you have to like go to energy. Like check out your physical body first, medically, make sure you're okay, so you can rule out physical ailment. But when you rule that out and then it's still happening, you know that, yeah, okay. Um, yeah, so suicide, okay, suicidal, it's also like people messing with your mind, like I said, energy, okay, energetical spell. It's a spell, it's a word, it's an energy that they send, okay, to you energetically to your mind to mess with your mind, to manipulate your mind against you, okay, to cause you to have intrusive thoughts, whereas you won't be able to find a way to control your mind, let alone think straight, okay. It'll be foggy and in and out, and like I said, rule out every other ailment before you come to this conclusion, okay. Yeah, so they manipulate your mind, okay, so that's why you have to know your mind. You need to get to know your mind so that you can know when an attack is coming, okay. And you can know whether it's not your emotions, it's somebody else, or it's, yeah, whether it's an inside force or an um, exterior force that is sending that energy to you, okay. Um, so you have to know who you are, okay. You have to be able to discern your intuition on what spirit or energy that it's speaking to you besides the one that you know, okay. Your intuition, um, you ask your intuition questions, it will answer you, okay. um, Mental illness as well, okay. People can make people go insane, okay. I spoke about this before, making people go insane through sorcery. Okay, people dabble into sorcery, energy work, mind work. Okay, projection, suggestions, where they project negative words, negative things, and they just like send it intrusively into your mind. They can send that energy. It's the easiest trick in the book. Okay, to people who do these on a frequent basis. Okay. So they project negative suggestions into people's minds, and if that person isn't strong enough mentally to be able to fight it, then they might just do what these people are suggesting. They might just do what these people are suggesting, which is a negative thing, and they surrender to the thought, and that's why we see a lot of suicide. We see a lot of yeah, we see a lot of men killing, their children and wives, and it's yeah, it's horrific, and it's because people are messing with people's minds. Yes, everybody has depression and all of that, but going to that extreme, no, no, that is yeah, somebody's messing with his mind, and they messed with it, and they succeeded. So this is what people do, okay, and yeah. Okay, so another thing is death magic. Okay, people send in that energy, suggestions. Okay, um, death energy, death suggestions. Okay, painful. Okay, it could also be like people would send painful energy to you. So painful ending. So to in order to cause you to have a painful ending in your life. Okay, something that will end around you, that you love, and so, or sometimes they can literally just suggest that they want you out of here. Okay, and that's the energy they'll send, and somehow it will hit you, and you will have the most horrible illness ever. And yeah, so this people do that. Okay, that again is another, it's the oldest trick in the book, because people do it to take people out so that it would not come back to them physically. Yeah, it won't come back to them because nobody would know. Because how would the police officer explain, you know, people taking people out via sorcery and dark magic? Last time I checked, the courts and the system don't recognize sorcery and all of that. So it is what it is. Okay, people do it, so you need to be aware. Okay, I am just here to spread awareness. Okay, yeah. So, and the last one is beauty magic. Okay, people use beauty magic. Okay, energy work, glamour magic. What I mean by glamour magic is people will use glamour magic to make themselves look beautiful, extremely beautiful, clean, wonderful, flashy, attraction, all that things. Yes, people do it, but it has a limit. It has it's limited, or what should I say? It doesn't last long. Okay, so which means that the natural one is the one that you should do. Okay, we all have natural glamour. It's in here. Okay, so that doesn't last long. And I remember that a few people have come to me and told me, oh, I you know am I using glamour magic? I said no. I was like, no, I don't use glamour magic. No, I don't. So, and of course people will make anything up because they don't want to accept the fact that you've simply done your inner healing for yourself, which is what is showing on the outside. They can't really, their mind cannot really wrap their head around that concept. So I just let people say what people want to say. But yeah, so like I was saying, energy work, glamour magic. People also use glamour magic to look like somebody else. Energetically, magically, spiritually, they can do it. For example, if somebody wants to look like me, they can use glamour magic to look like me. on the eyes of the person that is going to be looking at me. Okay, so they can do glamour magic on the eyes of the person that's going to be looking at them. But then once that person is looking at them, that person will be seeing me and be thinking it is me. But in reality, it is somebody else. That's what glamour magic can do. People use it in their dream states as well. When they're dreaming and they want to do something negative, they want to hide their identity, they can come and look like somebody else. So you have to be careful. You have to know the difference. To confuse you. They do that to confuse you. So you have to be careful. So people use glamour magic as well to steal people's identities. Okay, I've had it happen to me. It has happened. Somebody stole my identity, and my whole family is aware. But we're not gonna go into that. Okay, they did glamour magic to get somebody to look like me. Just get someone, and did glamour magic to look like me, to be able to steal whatever they want to steal. House, money, yeah. Okay. While they label me as crazy and mentally insane, that, oh, so that I can give them the power, POA, which is the power of attorney, or something like that. So, yeah. um, so people have done that to do harm, to steal people's identity, to do harm. Okay, they can do it in the physical, or they can do it in your waking world, or while you're sleeping. Um, and people do this because they're envious, they're jealous, they just want to do something really evil. They just want to be like you. Like I said, people want to harbor your energy so badly. Okay, they want to harbor it so badly. They want to, you know, you gotta be careful. You have to protect yourself. Okay, like I said, anything that you want to post online or anything, like, you have to protect yourself. So yeah, so people do glamour magic. Okay, but I don't do glamour magic. Okay, because a lot of people have been, no, I don't do glamour magic. This is natural. I'm not saying that I woke up like this. I'm just saying this is natural. Okay, so I mean, I don't do glamour magic. Okay, so that is what I want. I love questions like that. Okay, you guys just ask me questions like that, please. Quite that kind of question is the question I want, not nosy, nosy ass questions. Okay, nosy ass questions. That's what y'all be asking. Nosy ass questions. Anyway, thank you so much for listening and for watching. Okay, have a lovely day and enjoy the weather, and have a lovely rest of July. Okay, goodbye.